Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I just got a message from Spirit just now. The thing that my life is about is the fact that you can make mistakes physically, you can make mistakes socially or whatever, but but you can come back from it. You can correct it. I made mistakes in love, and I made mistakes in life, but I've learned from both of them, and I never stopped trying. I always learned, and I came back and I did better, because that's what life is about. Making mistakes, but then also having the mental ability to realize you made the mistake and improve from it and put yourself in better position. So when the opportunity comes around again, you don't keep making the same mistakes and you don't stay in the same mental and physical position when you get the opportunity to do better. You take the opportunity, you learn from the mistake, and you do better when you get the second chance. You don't keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, but you learn from the mistakes and you continue to improve in life. That's all spirituality is. A chance to constantly improve, a chance to make better what you made wrong, a chance to keep getting better each and every day and keep believing in yourself, a chance to keep being the best version of you every day. That's all spirituality represents to me. And that's all I do. I made mistakes, yes, numerous times that I wasn't proud of, but now I understand without those so called mistakes, I wouldn't have the stories to tell, I wouldn't have the education I have, and I wouldn't be able to tell you guys the thing I'm able to tell you. But I'm living proof that you can make mistakes, learn from them, get back from them and become greater than you ever thought you would be without those mistakes. So mistakes aren't something to feel bad about. They are something to learn from. They are something to grow from. They are something to be educated by. And you don't have to look down on your mistakes as they're just the end of the world. They're just part of your story. And that's what I want to be living proof of, that you can make mistakes and still overcome them and become better and learn from them and use them as something to be proud of. You're not proud of it when it first happens. It may take you years, like it did with me, for me to be comfortable with all my so-called mistakes, but they are not mistakes. They are just life lessons that you were forced to learn the hard way because you wanted to be negative or you wanted to do things your own way or you wanted to control everything. The one biggest thing I had to learn is that I can't control everything. God controls everything through his faith and his will. And you just have to go along with him and let him control your life because he knows more for your life than you do. He knows the best path for you. And as soon as you give up control, you will be surprised at how your life will change and how your life will grow and how better your life will become. But you have to let go of control. You have to let go of the fact that you control everything because that was one of my biggest things that I ever had to let go of. I can't force things to happen when I want them to happen. They happen in their own due time within the faith process, within the educational process of your faith, of where you are as a person. And once I understood that, and I started working on my faith and my reasons for why I did things or didn't do things, and got to understand more about my personal self and my personal life, my physical life got easier. But I had to take the time to understand me, what drove me, what motivated me, what encouraged me, what I needed to change about myself to fulfill my life destiny. And once I did that, life started opening up and I started being able to achieve more and more and I started being able to live more and more positively and feel more and more confident about my spiritual gifts, my spiritual self, and just myself in general. Now I feel more comfortable and I have more self esteem and I know I can do more physically possible than I ever could before, mentally and emotionally, because I made that comfort with myself and I know the things I needed to get through to get my life where it needed to be so I can have that confidence. So basically, what spirituality is just you getting comfortable with yourself, you getting comfortable with your soul, you finding peace within yourself to help the world get better while you're on your personal journey. That's what spirituality is to me, a reflection of your own self journey to the world. And that's what I've been doing every day, reflecting my own self journey to the world. And y'all been growing with me. Y'all been with me through the worst of times. Now y'all finna be with me through the best of times to show you that spiritual journey is just a reflection of your own journey within yourself eternally that you have to get over. You have to get over yourself. You have to get over your flaws. You have to get over your positiveness, and it has to all mix together to create the perfect person. You have to be the perfect version of you. I'm sorry, not the perfect person, because there's no such thing as a perfect person, but the perfect version of you. You have to be able to accept your flaws as well as your positiveness, your good as well as your negativeness, and you have to come to an understanding that you are who you were. You can't go back and change it, but who you're going to be is the greatest things possible. You can still rewrite your future and be greater than you ever thought you could have been in your past. All you have to do is keep an open mind to life and stay positive about what you're building and stay positive about the work you know you've done to overcome who you used to be. And you will be fine in this life, in my personal opinion. But that's just my opinion and how I look at spirituality and how I look at my personal spiritual journey. I'm grateful for everything I've overcome, but I have so much more still to do, so much more still to achieve, so much more to still see. And I feel like life is anything is possible, and I prove it every day I wake up. So I look to just continue to stand in my power, continue to grow in my power, and continue to prove that every day I wake up, and continue to prove that just by chasing your passion and living the life you always wanted to live and following your heart, you can unlock a whole career that changes your life forever. And that's what I'm going to be living proof of, in my opinion. And nothing is ever impossible. It just hasn't been done yet. And that's what I believe, and that's what I stand by each and every day on this life that I call the spiritual journey. That's what the spiritual journey means to me, in my personal opinion. But that's just my personal opinion on my personal spiritual journey and what the spiritual journey and the spiritual process means to me on a personal level, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, though.